Good evening, everybody. We've already got a couple of people waiting backstage. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sober Squad merch line grand opening tonight at 7 p.m. Our website's going to go live. And in the meantime, what we thought we'd do is we take this opportunity for the next 45 minutes or so, maybe the next 40 minutes to jump on and give a few people an opportunity to jump on live and share a little bit about their story. We've got a couple of questions that we're going to ask people. Okay, guys. So if anyone's out there watching right now, and if you would like to come on and be a guest on this crazy show, the Sober Squad merch launch, just let us know in the comments, whatever platform you're on, and my legend Katie will send you a link to join the live. Now, what I want to know is we're going to ask two questions of each guest, okay? Each guest that comes on, we're going to ask two simple questions. We're going to say, we want to know, who are you and what are your thoughts on the concept of recovering out loud? You guys might know, occasionally I get on social media and I tell a little bit about my story. I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve and I talk about all the good things and all the bad things. And one of the reasons I developed the Sober Squad community is because I wanted to give other individuals, I wanted to document and showcase other people's recovery stories. I'm also very fortunate to be connected with some other big creators out there, and I basically just copied what they did, and I thought I want to build a community. And today we're very blessed to have a Sober Squad community page with 62,000 members. We've got the Sober Squad page with coming up to 200,000 members. So it would be rude of me not to create a bit of a merch line and let other people represent and talk recovery. So that's enough from me. I'm going to shut up. Let me see a couple of comments here. Hello, everyone. Girls, anyone jumping on or in the comments, if you'd like to join the live, Katie, you can share a direct message with them. I'm going to bring on stage Chuck LaFlange and Tamsin Young. Hello, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I want to make sure. I wonder if I've never done more than 3 on this live stream, so I'm hoping anyone, Tia, if you're there, jump in. I want to make sure we can get the 4. Hey, how you doing, Chuck?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. I'm just sharing this out to my personal page as well for anybody that might happen to be awake and
Chuck, where are you coming to us live from? Where are you these days?
I'm still in Thailand.
Yeah, I know you are.
Krabi, Thailand, man. Krabi, Thailand.
So
one of the few people that's it's rare for me to be talking to anybody who shares sunlight with me. So cheers to that.
Yeah.
Right? Most of my people are back home in North America. So
good. Wonderful, Chuck. And Tamsin, hello, welcome, Tamsin. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good, Tamsin. And where are you coming to us live from?
The Kimberleys, Western Australia.
Wow. Actually, incredible. She's in like the whoop in Western Australia. Wonderful, Tamsin. Thank you so much for joining us. And Tia, good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm super excited to see Tamsin there. I'm doing your program at the moment.
There you go. Yes, you are. Yeah, there you go, Tamsin. That's who I forwarded you that message from.
Oh, nice. I love
that. Guys, anyone in the comments, anyone watching, if anyone else would like to join us on this live stream, before we get started, we'll try and fill up the boxes. So we'll just talk shop, and I'll talk a little bit about some of the merchandise we're dropping to, and we want to hear from everyone in just a moment when we fill up the boxes a little more. A couple of questions we're going to ask. I'm just going to highlight them back on screen. We want to know who you are and what your thoughts on the concept of recovering out loud. Basically what I'm saying is, I think there's a lot of stigma around drug and alcohol recovery. It certainly was for me back in the day, and I was afraid to really tell anyone what was going on for me. Times have changed, haven't they?
No kidding. I guess for you, right? I'm only a couple of years in, but I can only imagine 15 years ago how different that would have been than it was for me when I first got into it, right? That must have been crazy. Yeah. People looking at you sideways and whatever, right?
Yeah, that's true, Chuck. On that note, 7 years ago when I literally started, Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I managed to get a few followers is because people are going, what the hell is this guy talking about? Overdosing and escaping from jail and shooting up heroin. And they're thinking, this guy, and now he's in recovery? What? They didn't think, and it got me on a heap of podcasts. So, yeah, you're probably right.
It never ceases to amaze me. Every time I hear an Australian talk about recovery, their stories are the craziest. Like you guys are nuts, right? Like every single one of Australian content creators that I know has there's just the wildest stories. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. What do you guys think about talking about recovery? Drusilla, hey, welcome. Where is your camera? I'll put you back out again. Maybe I brought you in too quick then before you even. Anyway, I'll leave it for a moment, Drusilla. Hopefully you can sort that out.
No, it's on. I didn't know that this was a group.
Well, actually, Drusilla, you're live. You're live on. You're live up against. There's like hundreds of thousands of people watching this live, and
Stop
you've jumped. You've
No
jumped.
Hundreds of
way.
thousands of people. There was a million if there
Don't
was
go
10,
anywhere.
I'd say.
You've jumped in because you're meant to be here.
Nah, Drusilla, we want you because you've got some really good. Drusilla's comes from a little bit of a different perspective. She's not somebody directly affected herself from drugs and alcohol, but she certainly gets involved in lots of stuff. And the Sober Squad. Sorry, Tamsin. Your thoughts on the matter?
On recovery and just the way that everybody's story is so different, right? And I love hearing how everybody's experiences, how they have dealt with it in the past and how they deal with it now. And like Danny, not many people do, but I'm not sober. I don't declare to be in sobriety. So I do have a little bit of a controversial take, but I can definitely say that the addiction I once had many years ago no longer controls me.
Tamsin, let me just jump in for a second. Thank you so much for just hitting us in the face with that straight up. And Tamsin spoke to me earlier about this, and I definitely think it's important, like the Sober Squad community supports all kinds of recoveries, and the definition of recovery is to return to a previous state of well-being. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily always mean that I'm extreme. I haven't had a drink or a drug for 15 years and 19 days, but who's counting? But then other people do recovery a little bit different. And Sober Squad represents all of those people, Tamsin. So sorry, carry on before I rudely interrupted.
No, look, and that's the thing. Like, I love hearing everyone's unique stories and how they are benefiting in their own experiences. But it's, for me, always just staying authentic and transparent. I'm not someone that declares sobriety or being sober, because I do have a drink every now and again, but I understand there are certain substances that I cannot touch because I know that's a slippery slope, and alcohol to some is like that. I just am very authentic and transparent with my journey.
I often use this expression, like if I have a drink, I may as well go and buy a 6-pack of needles because I'll be shooting up in the back alleys of King's Cross within 33 minutes. Hey, Tamsin, before we jump in, can everyone just give a bit of an intro? We've got 6 of us on stage. Drusilla, are you there? Are you going to turn your camera on? We need to see your face.
No. Okay, hold on a minute.
Come on.
Fix your hair.
I really didn't realize this was
Oh,
a
Drusilla, if you want to jump out, that's absolutely fine too, honestly. You don't have no pressure. It's cool,
Okay.
honestly. Yeah, you don't have to be.
All right. Well, I don't know. It's all right.
Nah, that's okay, Drusilla. Come back when if you feel like it's a good fit.
Okay, bye,
right,
guys.
Bye. I'll help you.
See you, Drusilla.
Thank you. All right, let's do it. I think Drusilla. So I run. That's a great segue into. I run group on a Wednesday night. Maybe Drusilla thought it was group night. And it's a private group. If anyone's interested, please let me know in the comments. We'll drop you some details. But Drusilla probably didn't expect to be live on the what do you call it, on the hot stage. Let's go around. Everyone joined us. Everyone who is here right now. I'm probably talking too much. This is the Sober Squad merch line grand launch, 7 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
The website is going to be live. If anyone would like to purchase some merch, you will be able to do so at 7 p.m. It's a little bit of this is a really exciting day for me, if I can say so myself. So anyone in the live right now, that's what we're doing. But in the meantime, we're asking everyone a couple of questions. Before we do that, let's do a quick intro. 1 minute each. Go. Chuck.
Okay. Well, I'm Chuck LaFlange. My real name's Chris Horder. I used the name Chuck LaFlange when I started because I thought anonymity was going to be my thing. Now it's a monster I've created, so I'm Chuck when I'm on doing this type of thing. I have a podcast. That's just awesome. I left Canada a year ago, coming up here real quick at my 1 year date. So I've been 2 years on October 21st for me. I left Canada a year ago to receive trauma therapy here in Krabi, Thailand, and decided to stay so I could work on my platform full time with a lower cost of living than it is here, amazingly lower cost of living. And that's what I do now. I recover out loud as anybody does, I guess, right? Because that's me. So yeah.
Absolute legend. Chuck, thank you so much. Yeah, Chuck's in Thailand, coming to us from Thailand. Found his way over there and just stayed. I love that. Tamsin, can you give us a bit of an intro to you?
Okay, you might see me looking over this way. I'm just following the comments on my computer, by the way.
Sure.
My name's Tamsin Young. I am tuning in from the Kimberley, Western Australia. I'm originally from New South Wales near Byron Bay, and over the past 4 years, I have come to realise that I have what some might call spiritual gifts. I think it's just our normal way of being, where some of us have just a little bit more closed off than others. So I teach people how to open up their intuition. And so I've built a collective consciousness coaching business globally online, and I have been doing readings, coaching, and helping people all around the world simply by sharing my story. And that's how I connected with Danny. Is I was actually really ashamed of my addiction journey because I thought I was going to get judged for it because I'm in the psychic space. And so I thought people were going to think I'm just some crazy tripper that took too much drugs. And so the more that I started to just share my story authentically, the more that I started to realize there's a lot more people out there that need us to share it openly and vulnerably. So that's how I met Danny, and together I've created a program inside Encapsulator. If you haven't done it, do it. And we just collaborate and build communities.
Wonderful, Tamsin. Yeah, Tamsin's a psychic. It's one of the things that absolutely drew me towards you, because it's like, other than everything else, but that that need as a human being to want to know what's going to happen in the future. I work so hard every day. I want to know, am I going to be successful? She didn't tell me, by the way, but here we are. Here we are at the
Give it to
launch
God,
party
as they say. Give
of
it to
the
God,
SoberSquad
right?
merch.
Yes.
So maybe that's enough proof in itself. SJ, welcome. SJ, you want to give us a quick intro? We're just letting everyone know before we get into the actual two main questions. Just a bit of an intro.
Okay, my name's Sarah. I'm originally from Scotland. I live in Australia. I have 2 daughters. I kind of, when I came to Australia, felt like I needed to sort of make friends and blend in, and that led down a wrong path, led into drugs and everything, and led into a bad relationship of DV. Survived that and became an alcoholic for 25 years. And then 4 years ago, that was terrible. I lost my car, my job, my kids, everything. And then 4 years ago, I went into the hospital for one of the many times. There was obviously always something wrong with my liver. And then they told me that I was going to die and go home and be with my family. And that was that. So we went home, and I was all doped up, and just a look in my kids' eyes. I couldn't go. I wasn't ready. And the medication started working. So we went back to the hospital, and I'm still here fighting. I'm still here.
And
That
go
is beautiful. Beautiful.
SJ. And Sarah Jane's had so much huge transformations going on in her life recently, and I've been very fortunate. Sarah Jane's part of our SoberSquad community, part of my Patreon page, and also part of Encapsulator. But yeah, SJ, you've had some incredible change happening lately, haven't you?
it's been a blessed 4 years, and within that time I met Danny and ended up getting a big pile of friends that I never knew was possible. I was quite happy just to have my life and just be alone and just have my family and kids, but I didn't know that this existed sober. So I'm very blessed to know Danny and everyone. So thanks.
Thanks so much, SJ. I've got some photos of our old Sober Squad merch line. I want to put them up soon. But hey, what about you, Tia? You legend. You've tell us a bit about you.
My turn. Okay, so my name's Tia. I'm coming live from Rum Country here in Queensland.
Bundaberg. It's where all my drama started. It's where everything started for me in Bundaberg at 14 years old. Go, sorry, Tia.
Yeah, no, you're right. So I'm 44 years old, single mother of 7 children, 4 beautiful grandchildren. I work as a volunteer for the Australian Anti-Ice campaign. So we do peer support for people that want help out of addiction. We also do, and our main focus is on prevention. So our motto there is not even once. We do preventional educational workshops that are interactive with students in schools, youth detention centres, jails, workplaces, and throughout community to spread that awareness on the devastation of ice and other drugs and what they can lead to. On my downtime, I'm an admin for Drug Addiction Family Support Group Australia, which is a private online group. It's a safe space where family members can come to vent, get advice, education to best help their loved one that's in addiction. I can kind of put that spill on what my journey was through addiction, and I also have a son that's entrapped in addiction, in and out of correctionals and things like that. So I can really empathise with those family members. Just a bit of a shout out to my girl Kelly Endall that started that group. She's a beautiful soul, and we have quite a number of members on that group. So yeah, that's my downtime. Yeah, I'll wait for the main questions now, but that's.
I got something for you. So a huge portion of our content is dedicated to families. For all the reasons that you would have a group as such. So I would like to invite you onto the podcast because everything you just said just spoke to me. Like I definitely want to have you on as a guest.
Awesome chat.
Absolutely.
You know, I follow you on Ashes to Ashes. I've followed you for quite some time. So I would be honoured, absolutely honoured to be a part of that. Yes.
And anyone in on that note, first of all, anyone who'd like to jump on the live stream, I see there's a few people in the live watching. If you'd like to jump in the comments on that looks like my page, Danny Shannon, there's a link there. And Katie, if you want to drop it in the Sober Squad merch, in the Sober Squad page, that might be good too. But there's a link in the comments, guys. If you just click that, you can come join us. We're letting anyone on here. Secondly, Chuck, and your podcast too. That's wonderful. And maybe if you could reach out to Chuck.
I've already sent a share out on my personal page and on the Ashes to Awesome page. So yeah.
So if anyone wants to jump on and join us, you please feel free. And Tia and I have had lots of quite long conversations around all that stuff.
I annoy Danny all the time.
Come on, Donna, you can get on here. We need to hear from her. Guys, before we just jump any further, I've got I think if this is going to work, I should have had this pre-planned, but I've got some old pics here. Let me see if this works.
Let me see what you got. Yeah.
Is me and my daughter on screen there? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So this is can you see Katie in the Sober Squad merch singlet there?
Yeah. Nice tank top.
I just wanted to go through some of our Sober Squad. There's Hippie, another member of the Sober Squad team. Is Stephen. Coco, where's Sakoa? I wonder if she's watching.
I've got mine on.
I beg your pardon?
I've got mine on.
SJ's got hers on. Represent SJ.
Repping it. Yeah.
Represent. Oh my God, how do I go back to that? I
I just want to say I can't wait to rock these shirts up here.
Yeah.
No
Good.
kidding, eh? No
There's
kidding.
a bunch more photos. I think. Did I just stop sharing now? I did. Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah, yeah. Look at you.
Yeah,
You
there's
just
a
got
bunch more
command of
photos.
the tech here tonight, eh? Today.
All right, we got someone else going to join us. Let's see how this goes. It's Ashley. Let's bring Ashley on. How you doing, Ashley?
What's happening, guys? You okay?
Yeah,
Ashley.
good, mate. How are you?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I'm doing really well. Thank you.
Where are you from, Ashley?
I'm from UK, London.
Are you in the UK now?
Yeah, I'm in London.
Yeah, good. We got a couple of countries joining us here.
So 3
Welcome.
continents already. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right?
Give us a bit
It's
of an
early
intro.
morning here.
Give us a bit of an intro, Ashley.
Okay, I am 34. I'm nearly 8 months clean. No, sorry, I'm just over 8 months clean at the minute.
Yeah.
After a
Good.
17-year addiction to opioids and cannabis and cocaine. Yeah, at the minute I'm trying to volunteer in the rehab centers over here. We haven't really got a lot, and it's really hard to get into a rehab center over here. We have a major drug problem. I love to spread the message of addiction. You know, I love to help anyone I can. I come from a big family. There's 7 of us. Every one of us are addicts. And addiction took my dad as well when I was 17. So yeah, it's really hard for me at the minute because my family are all addicts. I'm trying to help, but you know, as you know yourself, you can't help yourself unless you want help. You know. So yeah, I try and spread the message as much as I can. I hand out cards. I go up to drug addicts on the streets when they're struggling, and I try to get them into NA. I go to NA a few times a week, and yeah, I try my best to help. You know, I have 3 kids with my partner. I have a nice home now, thanks to being sober. You know, I never had a nice home. I'm in the middle of renovating it at the minute, so it's been a crazy 2 weeks. But yeah, I love being clean, you know, and it's such a shame there's just not enough help over here for addicts. You know, we have NA meetings, and that's about it. Unless you're like really, really bad and you're in and out of prison all the time, they won't help you. You know, and it's so sad. So yeah, I'm trying my best at the minute to help as many people as I can, but yeah, it's really hard.
Amazing, Ashley. Thank you so much for jumping on. Are you connected with Tommy? Yeah, Didea Hart. Over there, the creator. You know him. What's his name? Andrew. Tommy in the UK. The big long red dreadlocks. You know him?
Yep. I know you're about. Yeah.
He's a legend. He's one of the get connected with that guy, man. He's got a huge community following of recovery people. You know, I just think that might be a good
Do you know
pathway into that.
You could also get in touch with that Choose a Duo. They put up all the bleed kits.
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
They might have some pull with some rehabs.
Wicked. Okay, yeah, because I just want to volunteer. You know, now I'm sober. I just want to help so much. You know, it's crazy. I tried for years to get clean, and I couldn't. And I got to that point in my addiction where I was mentally and physically done. You know, my partner was ready to leave me. I was going to lose my 3 kids, and my addiction was out of control. I mean, I was probably taking 30, 40 opioids a day. I was smoking cannabis like it was going out of fashion. You know, I smoked it from the second I got out of bed to the second I went to bed. You know, and yeah, my life just spiraled out of control. It was horrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, but I'm so grateful
blessed.
I had been sober.
Awesome, bro. We're absolutely blessed to be on this journey, aren't we? And I couldn't say anything more better about, you know, I say it all the time, the more we give, the more the universe provides. You know, keep giving, mate, because I think it's one of the massive tools that I've found in my recovery journey. There's 5 things. There's 5 things actually. There's number 1, get connected. You know, an addict alone is in bad company. Number 2 is I found myself a mentor, a sponsor, call it whatever you want, somebody to help guide me along the way. Number 3, I got to some group therapy meetings, one-on-one counseling, whatever it took. Number 4, I found some kind of power greater than myself. And number 5 was service. You know, the more I give, the more the universe provides. I think it's an incredible tool.
Direction and purpose is a powerful thing. Hey, you know,
Absolutely.
Guys, anyone in the live, if you want to jump on, if you want to jump in, there's a link in the comments. Kim, I see you there. Why aren't you on here, Kim? Hippie, why aren't you on here? Katie, why aren't you on here? Hello, Cynthia. Donna, why aren't you on here? There's lots of people that should be on here. Guys, before we go in and ask the next question, can I just give, I just want to go through once again and just give everyone a bit of a rundown about tonight. It's a little bit of a special night for me and two other special people in my life who have helped me make this possible. We're launching the SoberSquad.co website and putting out some merch. We've definitely put the prices down at affordable prices, and we'd love anyone who wants to get out there and represent our Sober Squad community. And look, I want to say the Sober Squad page, there's two pages. There's the Sober Squad community, a private group with over 60,000 members. Now that group has over 100 posts that go out every day, and it's an incredibly healthy, supportive group. Basically, you can ask a question on that page and you will get lots of feedback. Occasionally you get a couple of trolls in there. By the way, there's a big pig on my wall behind me. Hang on, there he is. See? Wait, where is he? Over here to my right. Yeah, this pig head, he represents the trolls. You can't do social media without trolls, but our page was created through my need and my want to be able to carry the message further. And I was very fortunate to start building this community and this page. So first of all, thank you so much to every single person who supports Sober Squad entirely. And I should also do a big shout out to Katie Ward, who is in the comments. She is a huge part behind how this all functions. Like the Sober Squad community page, right? People get kicked out of that page all the time because they're playing up. She won't have it. And like a group needs to be monitored really closely. And when I use that word, it's a healthy group. It's because there is no toxic stuff in there. There's no scammers in there. Scammers get pulled up. That's all because of Katie. So much love to Katie. And she's put a lot of work into the Sober Squad launch of the merch. And also Chloe. Chloe is also somebody who's had a big part in this launch of the Sober Squad merch. So at 7 p.m., guys, the website goes live. It is, hey, Donna, I'm going to bring you on just a sec. I just want to finish this comment. The website is right there at the bottom of the screen, SoberSquad.co. At about 5 minutes to, I'll jump everyone out and we can give everyone an opportunity to go check it out. But in the meantime, that's enough from me. Donna, give us an intro. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I don't know what to say, Danny. Oh my God, I don't normally talk about myself.
Who are you? You've got a minute to give us a brief intro. Who are you?
Okay, I'm Donna.
Hi, Donna.
I'm a mum of 6 kids. I have multiple things going on in the background. Sorry, are the kids allowed in this, Danny?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
You can do whatever.
It's Friday night, long weekend here.
I've got one that won't stay out. She wants to be on the screen.
Danny.
Let her be on the screen.
Yeah, Xavier's saying hello, Danny.
Hello, Xavier.
This might be why I don't introduce myself, because my kids take over.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
But yeah, no, I'm Donna. I have had a lot of experience in addiction with my children and with myself, and multiple other aspects of life. There's always something going on. Anyway, anyway, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, Donna, well, thank you for jumping on. We wanted to fill the boxes. It looks like Ashley's left us. I want to just say to Ashley, you absolute legend from the UK, jumping on. And hang on, look who's here. Who's this? Yeah, they call her Hippie. Hippie, where you from? Tell us. You got 1 minute. Give us an intro before we start shooting off the questions. Who are you?
Hoping I missed this bit. I'm Casey. Most people on here know me as Hippie. Sorry, I've had an afternoon nap. I've been in court. I've been in court with a friend all day today, so I'm like had an hour's sleep. But yeah, everyone knows me as Hippie. Got my own things that I'm going through with Danny and have been for the last 3 years with group. A lot of unresolved trauma and unpacking and healing. I'm in recovery from my own opioid battles and marijuana, but I have a lot of family and friends that are mainly addicted to the ice. It's just rampant, and I've lost so many friends, whether it's passing or in jail, just a lot of family members and everyone around me. So that's my story.
Bless you, Hippie. Yeah,
Thank
Hippie's
you.
a member of our Wednesday night group. If anyone else out there does hear, we also run groups on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. If you're on the NDIS, please feel free to reach out. We've got our life skill development workshops. Hippie and Casey's part of our Hour of Power on a Wednesday night. And what we do is we run different topics each week, and basically, yeah, we help individuals sort of plug into the higher forces of gratitude. It's all part of our SoberSquad community. All right, before I go any further, now we've got another question. Let's get back up to everyone else. Let's get involved. Recovering out loud. What's our thoughts? Let's just open the floor. When I say recovering out loud, what am I even talking about, guys?
I guess I can start. Sure. I don't know. The recovering out loud piece. I mean, you have to respect people's right that don't want to do that that want to keep it to themselves. For me personally, I think it's just way too important, right? Because for every person that's gonna recover quietly into themselves and stay anonymous, I feel like there needs to be people that are out there spreading a message and offering some hope. It can be a lonely thing to be confronting your demons and to be and it's so easy to think that you're special, that terminal uniqueness, as they sometimes say in the rooms. And so if you can get out there in front of people and show people that they're not alone, I just think it's just all too important, right? Specifically with our platform, we direct so much of that energy to the families of people that are suffering an addiction, because that's the stigma for them is just as real, right? And so if you can help them not feel so alone, I think there's nothing I would rather be doing with my life than recovering out loud. That's my 2 cents. Yeah,
I agree. Beautiful. What about anyone else want to share about their thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'll jump in with that. It's 100% important to me and myself. Not only to spread that hope, but I was in addiction for 28 years, living a dirty secret, and in shame and in guilt. And I recover out loud so that I can truly embrace my authentic self and share that out there. Also, of course, to spread hope. But in the hope of breaking away some of that stigma in addiction, people don't have to suffer in silence. And as Chuck said, a lot of family members do. So if we can tap at that stigma that surrounds addiction itself, then we're helping more people than just the addict themselves,
True story.
So that's the beauty of my journey. That's why I recover out loud, and I am loud and proud. For the first time in my life, I embraced that addict that was lost in the dark because she's made me who I am today.
True story.
Thanks. I love
That's
how you
amazing.
started. Yeah, I love how you started off too, Chuck, that some people don't want to know too, So I love that we are representing. I think that's really important. But yeah, and I guess people have the same equal right to not, and we can silently, they can sit in the background. One thing I've noticed on my live streams, okay, say there's 20 or 30 people in there and there's only 5 people commenting. I think the most important person in the room is the person who's in the background and they're not able to speak up. Maybe because of DV, maybe they don't want to be seen in somebody else's comments. So that person is incredibly important, the person in the background without a voice, So that's why we're doing this, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyone
I put
else want to? Yeah, go
I
ahead.
put a comment in there before we recover out loud to help those who suffer in silence. And I love that. I heard that a few years ago and it's sort of stuck. But I agree, it's not just for the person that is the addict, but I believe the families are so important and trying to help with the whole generational trauma because we know how epic that is for all the little ones. So
Absolutely, Hippie.
yeah.
For sure.
Right. There's some power in that. So for me, I talk to a lot of parents, like offline. I talk to them, and it seems to be very helpful to a mother just for somebody to help her understand that, you know what, her kid's still her kid, and that,
Yeah.
there's hope, and that there's, and for her to be able to vent to somebody who's lived it, right, and knows to, and can help validate some of her shit. Maybe
Yeah.
is a way to say
Someone who
that, right?
understands.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And helps her to grasp that empathy as well. You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, how many times do you hear the question from a loved one? Why? Why? You know.
Yeah. So you can answer. That's
Yeah.
perfectly. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
It helps you to answer those questions, as kind of a proxy if their loved one is still suffering, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add a little twist, difference of perspective on this, if that's okay, Danny.
Please do.
As I always am, a little controversial. I was a child for the first 8 years of my life with my biological father was a dealer for big motorbike gangs and lived the high life, crime life. I got kidnapped as a child and a lot of domestic violence. I got trapped in a room for 7 days. And from then on, my mother suffered in silence, which then came on to me as the child, thinking that secrets were normal and staying silent was normal. From then, I discovered I had a lot of childhood trauma and I didn't talk about it. So I used to
Wow.
contain my wandering thoughts and concerns and worries. From then, I used from the age of 15 to 22, I think it was. But during that time, I never really stopped everything. So I didn't go to, meetings. I didn't necessarily declare sobriety or become sober because I continued to use something. But alcohol, opioids, cocaine, ecstasy, weed, alcohol, everything was always in front of me. And now, since becoming, somewhat sober, where I have a drink every now and again, but everything else I have not touched since for over 10 years, now I live in the Kimberley, Western Australia, where we actually have a very large community of Indigenous people that suffer with addiction and alcohol restrictions and generational trauma. And so, not just has alcohol been a problem in the Indigenous communities, but now ICE is taking over. And I'm seeing it in the streets and violence and crime so significantly that the silence of people potentially, there's stories coming up of people going missing because of drug associated underbelly in the community. Now I sit here, so 10 years out of using substances, and I can see things so differently. And so for me, it's about having such an open, vulnerable conversation of difference of perspective and holding space for people to know that if you want to get out of something, whatever that be, whether it's a household, domestic violence, using crime life, there are people there to help you. And so I have so many different perspectives and point of views of being able to support others. And I love knowing that there are other communities and all of you out there that do so.
Can I ask you a question specific to your journey?
Yeah.
You said that you were using to not feel those things, and that kind of childhood trauma is obviously very significant. And you said you were using to not feel those things, which I think most of us can relate to. But the question that I always have for people, and it's just a weird curiosity, is does that realization come to you post recovery or post using, right, while you're in recovery, or is it something that you were aware of at a young age that's why you were using? And I there's no real reason for me asking that. It's just it's a curious thing that I ask pretty much everybody that I come across that comes on the show.
I mean, I love that question, and I think it's super important for people to ask themselves, especially if they are in addiction. I always knew that I had trauma. I always knew that I had intrusive thoughts. I always knew that there was something not quite right. but I didn't have any other outlet or any other idea of how to deal and manage. And so, because throughout my childhood, drugs and alcohol were what everyone did, I thought that was the way that you lived. That was what you did. And it was after my addiction that I realized that that wasn't the only way. And that I came to realize that maybe that was the way that I dealt and numbed myself from having to heal and deal.
Wonderful answer. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Legend, Tamsin. You should get on the podcast too. Guys, we have got 5 minutes that our website's going to be launching. It's a really exciting time. If anyone is interested in getting themselves some Sober Squad merch, you can do so in 5 minutes. It's actually quite warm here, but there's actually some other merch going down. Guys, thank you so much for jumping on and sharing our experiences. I reckon we should do this more often. We've got 1, 2, 3. We had 8 or 9 people in here at one stage. I think we should do this more often. This could be a regular gig, eh?
Yeah, I'll get a babysitter.
Hey?
Me too. Mine are trying to kill each other in the background.
I know. I was looking at you and thinking, oh my God, I'm so glad somebody else is having these issues with their kids.
Yeah. Donna, you are not alone.
They pick the worst times. They really do.
Look, it's difficult. You just need to use the mute button. At least, look, Amalia loves to do handstands behind me. She loves to show off. She's such a show person. She wants to be
I want to say something to you, Dan, about that.
Yeah.
I've noticed lately that you've had Miley in a lot of your content. And it's, I don't know if that's a shift or if it's just something that I've started noticing, but I think it is fucking beautiful that you're doing it. Absolutely.
Thanks,
it warms my heart every single time I
Amalia
see
wouldn't have it
her in a
any
reel
other
with you
way.
or whatever. It just makes my heart happy. So,
Well, on that note, I became a full-time dad 4 months ago, so that's partly.
So that's when, okay, that tracks. That makes sense.
It's always been the case, Chucka. I just want to. I realize how important it is to show people that I am a family man. I'm the Sober Squad leader. I've got all these different faces, and I think being a dad's a huge part of that, and I love showing people that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let's leave it there. I'm gonna let everyone go. Thank you so much for jumping on. I want to try and
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
guys.
very much.
everyone
Can you
jump
DM
on
me, please?
SoberSquad.co website and just
Yeah.
check it out at least. Come and thank you,
I should
everyone.
already have a t-shirt.
Hey,
I should already have a t-shirt.
where is it? What do you mean?
Did you get one?
I mean, I should already. Yeah. Oh, it's all good.
Yes, you should, Donna. All good.
It was an 80% discount if you jumped on the live stream, wasn't it? I think, didn't you say that to me?
Check it out. There might be discounts available. Much love, guys. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Bye, and congratulations, Danny. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
You are loved. Yeah.
Legend. You are loved. I know you love that one, Chuck. On the SJ. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I can help if you want, SJ. Oh, there. Now you still have to get, but you're in the backstage. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Anyone who did join us there. The Sober Squad merch website is about to launch in 1 minute. So if you jump on SoberSquad.co, you will, at the moment, probably be held up. Let me see if I can put it up here on screen. You probably, boom, you might, or seven, here we go. SoberSquad.co. Come and check out the merch. Get involved, represent for your community. And anyway, there's a whole heap of cool stuff on there. We look forward to having you get your photos, send them in, represent, get on the page. Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you so much, Tamsin. Aaron, how are you, brother? The merch is just about to drop, Aaron. SoberSquad.co on the screen. It's available in like 10 seconds. Well, boom, we're on. Let me just hit a little bit of music here, see if we've got anything. The merch is now live, guys. I don't have any music. I could. What about the Sober Squad? I mean, what about the? I am just a man in recovery doing my. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'd love to. I'm going to stay on live for a little bit. I'd love to hear if you do purchase. Let us know what you got. Let us know. Just let us know. Oh, we still got some comments coming through. Sean Lewis, bro. Sean Lewis, a bit of a proud moment, mate. We've just launched our Sober Squad merch website, brother. Unusual to see you on here, Sean. I'm not usually live on Facey of an evening, so thank you for jumping on. Oh, yeah, Aaron, there is Afterpay available too, guys. Aaron, you just reminded me. I remembered that question from you today, brother. That's okay. You take your time, mate. Yeah, send in your Sober Squad merch pics. We can document you on the page, of course. And that goes for transformational pics as well. While I got you as well, I should just give a bit of a shout out and let you know that Encapsulator is my baby, my tech startup. Part of the reason the Sober Squad community exists is because of Encapsulator. I'm sorry, the kids were. That's okay, Donna. No worries, Donna. You did well. You learned how to use the mute button, Donna. I know it can be a bit distracting. Yeah, guys, I'm actually off to pick up my daughter. Hey, Aaron. There's Leo right there, Aaron, for you. Come here, boy. Come here. Aaron wants to see you. Come here. He's doing this one right now. Yeah, guys. By the way, Tamsin Young has a program on the Encapsulator platform. There's a Recovery and Beyond program, which is basically the foundations of my recovery. Come here, boy. Aaron wants to see you. Come. Don't yawn at me. Hey, you know what's been really good to see the Sober Squad page? Most of the viewers are coming in from the Sober Squad page. I love that, Katie. Which is actually usually the other way around. Guys, if you're jumping on the website, making a purchase, let us know. And I guess. Oh, here we go. What's SJ got to say? What's happening, SJ?
I'm still trying to get out.
Oh, you're still trying to get out? That's okay. We can tell. SJ, you disappeared for a little while there.
I've just been sitting in the corner. I can't get
It feels like the old days for you, doesn't it? Still just sitting in the corner, in the naughty corner.
Yeah.
The bottom. What's that?
It says no one can see me, just you.
No, now everyone can see you now. When you're like this, they can't see you. You can only see me. But now like this, everyone can see you. See?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Where is everybody?
They all left, but you jumped on and gave it to a laugh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have I missed it?
Missed what?
The launch.
No, you were here for the launch. The website's live right now, SJ.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I can't find the page for the merch. Oh, bless you, Sean Lewis. It's the page for the merch, guys. Is where did it go? It's here. That's the website, brother. SoberSquad.co. Is that right, Katie? Do you want me to get you out, SJ?
Yeah, could you?
Okay,
I just want to be in the comments with everybody else.
Okay, I help you out. Bye.
Bye. I just want to be with
I can move you from stage now. I know you're still there. I'm going to literally kick you from the studio. Bye, SJ. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit. Boom. Okay. Bye. Okay. Oh, wow. Now we're up on the big screen. Yeah, guys, if you want to check out the merch, It's right there, the SoberSquad.co. Let me know if I'm wrong. Am I missing any messages from Katie here? No. Okay, guys. Yeah, it's working. It's live. Awesome. That's it. SoberSquad.co. Yeah. Legend. Isn't she great? What good value is SJ? Thank you everyone for jumping on the live. I'm going to go pick up the kid. Can't wait to see everyone representing the Sober Squad merch. Much love. We appreciate you, the Sober Squad community. And thank you everyone. I'm out of here. Bye. Thank you. Okay, bye.